Hello again, everyone. I've still been playing with this apron this morning. I remembered that I had some resin wings, and they've got a hole in so that you can make it into like a Christmas decoration or whatever. I was thinking I would do some for friends, little Christmas trinkets. And so I thought I would stick one of those on this apron. I've coloured it with gesso, first of all, coat of gesso, then a bunch of different luscious powders, and finished over the top with some gilding wax. And I put some matte, it's new actually, super thick Slap It On, and a matte version, which means that any that escapes won't leave a shiny mark. So I've put some of that on the back, and I've stitched it through the hole. So, and these are the badges that from the various workshops that I've been to with indigo blues. So they're adorning it as well. So I don't know how much longer I'll be going on putting stuff on, but it'll probably get quite heavy by the time I'm finished. What I wanted to do today was just a very quick couple of cards. A friend of mine's asked for some cards for her goddaughters. One's just got a first-class degree and the other one's just got a new job. So I thought what I'd do today, do something very, very simple. I've just cut a sort of loopy square. I can't remember where that's from. And I cut out, "Congratulations on your new job." And these were dies from Christina Griffiths from Craft Stash some time ago. I don't know if she's got an outlet still for her stuff, but I just cut them out from a gold mirror card. And then I thought to myself, oh, should I have just cut them out, or should I have thought about how I was going to attach the words to the card? Having already cut them out, I've got a few options. I haven't got this option anymore. This is some stuff called Stick It, which is just a double-sided sheet. And to use this, there it says Stick It, I don't know where the front panel is. You just put a piece of this onto the back of your card and then just cut it out in the ordinary way. And it kind of makes a sticker of them, so you peel off the back and just stick it on. But I've already cut them out, so that one isn't an option at the moment, unless I cut some more letters. Another option is this one, which is Natalie's method of doing, adding small amounts of glue to the back of intricate dies like this. A blob of glue onto a mat, a cut-off pastry brush that you pick up some little dots of glue and you put onto the back. But there's still the danger with that of getting glue on the front. And if you have glue on the front, then it looks smeary and it doesn't look very nice. You can remove it gently with essential oil on a Q-tip, but even though, it's better if you don't do that in the first place. Another one is to use a glue with a very fine tip applicator like the Barely Art. And again, you have to be very careful with that, not to get your words into any of the glue, otherwise you get smears on the gold. It doesn't show so much on white card, or any other colour card for that matter, but matte card. However, if you are going to colour it afterwards, where the glue is, there'll be a different colour, a different shade from where there isn't any glue. So the next one I was thinking about is micro dots. And I think I might well try that if that's long enough. Yes, it is. These things are minuscule dots of adhesive between two sheets of plastic. So what you do is you separate the sheets. There's a pokey tool. One side is kind of firm, and that is the side that the dots are attached to. And the other side is more flimsy, which can be lifted. And I don't know which side they are until I try. This is the flimsy side. So you just raise this up. And I can get my pokey tool underneath it again. There we go. And a good idea for this, in fact, is once you've lifted it up, just put a little tag of paper or card on there to stop it from sticking back down, and then you can always find the edge. So you peel it apart, and I normally leave the one piece still attached. The dots are on that bit, so I'm going to put this onto there. Let's put it round this way, I think. Okay, and we'll put all of these onto the adhesive, the micro dots they call them. Let's just pick this up. Somebody's been at my front door. I can hear Alexa telling me somebody's at my front door. I'll just go and see what it is. Be right back. It was just the daily paper and an item of mail. We booked some cruises through this one company, and they must have felled so many trees sending us brochures about this cruise and that cruise and the other cruise. Honestly, we seem to have one practically every day, and we're not going to be going on cruises every day. So what I've done there is put the top sheet back over, and so I could press the die cuts onto those micro dots. There's absolutely millions of them in there. It's like one of the questions on Richard Osman's House of Games. How many glued micro dots are on a sheet? From sticks to anything? Goodness knows. Right. Let me just put that down on there. Now we'll pick up the congratulations. It's just going to be really clean and simple, this card. I'm going to colour the 4-leaf clover. A little bit of stacking of that. And there we go. Now, these ones, they don't grab immediately. They don't sort of, you can just sort of kind of lift it until it's settled where you want it. Let's just see. Let's come down a little bit. It's getting it in the middle, really. I think that's fine. There we are. Congratulations. And the tittle of the eye is attached, which is always a good sign, isn't it? I'm going to put new job in first, because that's going to be right in the corner. And then I'll put the on your afterwards. Job is going there. New is going to go before it. There. Now, I'm not quite sure about the on your. I think they can go up there. Yes, I think they can. Let's pick this up. You can keep using this sheet for quite a long time, because when you think about it, there's just tiny little lines where these, can you see them on there shining, where the glue dots are missing? And so there's plenty more there for other die cuts. On. With this, it does ensure that, the front of your mirror card stays pristine. On your. There we go. Now all I've got to do is colour this. Now before I let that go back over, I am just going to put just a little scrap of, doesn't matter what it is, tiny little bit, just in the corner. And now I'll be able to open that without any fuss next time. Just do that. Just stick it in the corner like that. So that can go back in its packet for next time. There's about 5 sheets in one of these packs. I get them from Sticks to Anything. They're all sorts of makes. I think you can get them in Simon's Stamp as well in the US. So now the next thing to do is to colour my 4-leaf clover. And I've got a couple of shades of Ohuhu markers here, just G1 and 2. G1 and 2. What I thought I would do, it looks a little bit, I don't know, odd somehow. So I thought I would cut this leaf off here so that the stem flows right up that way, and then stick it over the top. So these 3 will be double thickness and that one will be a single. So let me cut that off now. Get a nice smooth line. There we go. I will just go over the edge with my embossing tool. Just make it really smooth, okay? And that is going to be stuck on top of there, and it's just going to give that little bit of dimension. Okay, at least I think so. Right, I'm going to colour both and stick them together. So let's just go down the stem. I think I'll do the darker one first. Just go around the edges of these. This is not good. This one will show, but these 3 are going to be underneath. I may do a bit more to that in a moment. Let me just put some glue on this and join the 2 together. Just had to stop and answer the phone. We're going away with some friends, not this coming weekend, the following weekend. We're going on a river cruise in France for a week, and trying to talk about, you know, what time cars are picking us up and all this kind of stuff. It's all quite exciting. I haven't done a river cruise for a little while, and I think it'd be rather nice. The joy of river cruising is there's always something to see, not just water. Now, I think I just have a fancy for putting a few tiny little gold dots for some obscure reason. I don't know if this is going to work. And then I think we'll put a bit of twinkle over the top of that. I don't get on terribly well with this very fine nib on the Spectrum Noir. I think I must be a bit heavy-handed. I seem to bend it over very, very quickly. So let's just put some twinkle over it. I should give this a shake as well. This feels like it's getting low. There we go. I'll give it a bit of shape as well. Give it a chance to dry first of all. There's my little mat. Okay. This one. I've wiped some of the twinkle off there onto the mat, so put some on again. There we go. That's better. I'm going to use some of my tiny dimensionals. I make these just simply using a hole punch. I'll show you which one I use. I use this one. I do have a crocodile, and I tried making these with a crocodile, but when I used that, it seemed to bend the dimensionals over, and it just didn't work properly. But what I do is, when I've got a scrap for example, like this, bits and pieces of foam sheet that I've been using for whatever, out of the little bits around the edge, which would normally just get thrown in the bin, I cut a whole series of these little dimensionals. And they're really useful, just popping up petals or small bits of die cuts, that kind of thing. So if you've got a hole punch and you use foam sheet, there you go. This one's got a little reservoir at the bottom there that you can just, whoops. There we are. Come out wherever you are. There they are. Just go in the bit at the bottom. So let's put some of these behind my leaves. You pay a lot for dimensionals. Didn't get the back off. That's it. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue down the rest of the stem. Did I take that off? Yes, I did. Okay. Now then. There we are. Really simple, really clean and simple, but pleasing nevertheless, I think you'll agree. I'll just put some tape runner on the back and then it'll be ready. So the next one I've got to do is for this young lady's sister, who's just graduated with a first class honours degree. Can't get any better than that. My daughter got a first. So proud of her. There you go. Make sure the card's opening in the correct orientation. So here we are, a simple, clean and simple card. Congratulations on your new job. Bit of four-leaf clover to wish them good luck in that job. So hope you maybe learned a thing or two about attaching sentiments, but it's a question of horses for courses, which is the best one for the one that you're using. So thanks for coming and watching again, and giving a thumbs up, and do come back and see me really soon.